find summative, I chose I chose to make a website, and I chose my topic as innovative ideas for regulating tourism destinations. So to start off with the intro, tourism is one of those sectors that have the potential in building the economy of any country. Most importantly, marine and coastal sites that offer tourism potentials are really liked by individuals as well as people with families. But unregulated tourism can affect the environment and its components a lot. Despite of its importance, there exists serious environmental issues related to the tourism sector, such as water pollution, air pollution, solid waste management issues, deterioration of water reserves, and many more. Well, tourist activities are capable of causing same levels of environmental degradation as that of a large-scale industries. These activities can result in the increased levels of emission of air contaminants, increased noise pollution, issues of solid waste handling, disposal and littering, oil spills and chemical spills, and many more. Tourism industry also contributes to forms of architectural and visual pollution. And well, now going on to the environmental issues. Well, the although the awareness level of the public is increased towards environmental pollution, but studies that appeared in the recent years indicated the issue of deterioration of environmental components of tourism destinations caused by the tourists. Well, I've too, and for the environmental issues, there's so many, I chose to focus on one single destination. But a lot of the facts are also like for that they also cover a lot of like the whole world. But for my focused destination, I chose Jeju Islands in South Korea. So this destination is really popular among the natives as well as the international tourists who visit South Korea. A lot of activities that are carried out here, like scuba diving, sea walking, paddle boarding, yacht sailing, swimming, snorkeling, etc. Apart from this, people also visit this place for exertion and for amusement purposes. And transport by different modes of movement is also increasing as a result of increased mobility of tourists from one place to another. Tourism is considered to amount 60% of all air travel, and a single transatlantic return flight results in the release of CO2 that is approximately half the emissions that occur as a result of all those sources, such as lightning, volcanic eruption, heating, car use, etc. Tour, Tourism destinations. Moreover, another big issue of this noise that is produced as a result of these activities. Tourism destinations are always expected to have higher noise problems. This increased noise level can cause stress to the people as well as become become really disturbing for wildlife and marine life present in the area. Long-term prevalence of noise issues can cause changing in the patterns of natural activity of the biota. Now to head on to the driving issue. Well, like the issue driving this is like basically increasing number of individuals at these destinations that continuously cause increasing level of stress to the environmental resources. Whenever the number of visitors exceed or tourists exceed the assimilative capacity of the environment, the negative impacts will appear. It is a highly observed and highly analyzed fact that unregulated tourism is causing serious threats to the natural areas all across the globe. All across the globe. and different anthropogenic activities are leading us towards serious problems such as soil erosion, increase in levels of water pollution, industrial discharge into the sea with a required degree of treatment, loss of habitat, increasing level of pressure on endangered species, and causing forest fires. And now I'll be heading on to current strategies and issues. Well, there's like basically one strategy that's been placed on Jeju Islands of South Korea, which I'll be focusing on in this one for current strategies. Is like water treatment plants are developed there, and they're developed up to standards and able to provide water to 99.9% of the population on the Jeju Islands. And they like respond to these following issues, like wastewater generated as a result of water consumption is not treated completely. It is estimated that only 60% of the wastewater is treated, while the rest of the 40% becomes part of the ground and surface water bodies without being treated up to required levels. Coastal areas are contaminated with oil spills from boat and solid waste disposals. Chemical oxygen demand is increased to the extent in the air session that water is classified as third quality water by local regulatory bodies, and etc. You can read over these. And now I'll be heading on to my solution. Well, my solution to this is like enforcement of the required laws and strict actions against the encroachment must be done. And of catching of fish of small sizes must be banned for the anglers. Area for recreational activities must be determined, and no one must be authorized to cross the authorized or allowed zone into the deeper seaways. And of course, as awareness is a really important part in our lives. Of Banners must be placed in the displayed area and displayed in the areas. Also, installation of dustbins at different locations on the shore, throwing of waste anywhere else should be fined. And organic waste can be used to make compost, and recycled material such as plastic can be converted into useful products for decoration purposes and sold. Also, monitoring of ambient air quality and noise levels must be done. People, either visitor or seller, not abiding by the law should be fined. For more information, you can contact me. You can contact me at this address, or fax me, or call me, or email me at this email address, or you can just simply fill this out and I'll get it and reach out to you as soon as possible. Thank you for listening.